Hey girls, so I'm going to go ahead and do TTC update. It is cycle day 2, so whatever those tests were last cycle, they were negative. Unless I had a chemical pregnancy, which I don't really want to think about too much, but I had, well, on day 11 I had that really faint line that never got darker. And people other than myself could see it. So there was something there on day 11, but it could have been a bad test. It could have been a dye leak. It could have been an evap line for some reason that had a little bit of color. If you hear my son, he's trying to fall asleep for his nap. So he's kind of talking to himself, jib-jabbing up there. Yeah, so I don't know. I've had another chemical pregnancy about like 6 months ago, and that was would have been unplanned. So yeah, that was pretty hard to deal with when it did happen, and I don't want to think about maybe that happened, but I have a hard time not thinking about it because this cycle I had cramps, and I don't get cramps, but my cramps were so bad I literally like had to get my husband up and be like, I need to lay down, and I couldn't function. Like, I was in pain, and it lasted for about 2 hours, and I just like laid in bed with heating pad on my stomach, and the cramps finally went away. But I don't get cramps. It's not like I feel a little achy, but this was like almost felt like contractions that didn't go away. Like, it was like constant for 2 hours, and I didn't want to take ibuprofen or anything like that, because you're not supposed to take that when you're trying to get pregnant because it can lead to miscarriage. So, you know, the heat helped, and after that couple hours, I've been feeling all right. So, yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. I do have my normal annual exam on the 21st, I believe. I'll have to check my calendar, but I think that's when it is. And I plan on, you know, talking with her about that. But yeah, now since the new cycle started, I can do the math to figure out what my due date would be, since I ovulate typically pretty regularly on day 13. They'll go from my LMP. They won't go from the ovulation date. So my due date would be September 14th. And my due date with my son was September 15th. So yeah, like I said, it would be very close. We kind of decided we weren't going to prevent anything, but we weren't necessarily going to try. But you know, when the time comes, I'm so in tune with things that I know when I'm going to ovulate. Like, I have all these things that happen, and it's going to be hard for me to not be like, hey, let's, you know, make a baby. So I don't know, the timing will probably still be right, and I don't know, we'll see. But I haven't decided. I am going to temp still, because I like to show that to my doctor. So, you know, I was temping ever since I got my cycle back. So that's something I do whether I'm trying to conceive or not. And the only thing temperatures do is confirm ovulation, so they don't give you any like forewarning. So you can still temp even if you're not trying to get pregnant. And I don't know about OPKs. I don't think I'm going to do OPKs this cycle. So yeah, I might, but right now I think my husband and I decided not to do OPKs, but you know, we could change our minds. So I think that's all. You know, I'm fine. Yeah, it'll happen when it's supposed to happen. I was thinking, I don't. Oh, sorry, my hair is driving me crazy. Okay, so I was thinking, I don't really want. I would feel really bad if I had to be in the hospital having our next child on my son's second birthday. But at the same time, it'd be a good birthday present for him, right? A sibling. And it's not like my son can't come see me when I'm in the hospital. Last time I was in labor, my parents and my grandparents and my sister, um, they, I was induced at 5:30 a.m. They got there at like 7, and they were there until like 7 at night, which I had him at like 5:30. But they were there for the whole labor. So if I want my son to be there, someone will bring him. So it's not like I'm not going to get to see him if I'm in the hospital. I know I'm just talking a lot, but I'm trying to rationalize in my, I guess, out loud. But what would you guys do? It's not going to like sway my decision because I already told you our decision, but you know, I don't know. What do you guys think about having the same due date for 2 kids? It's not a situation I thought I would be in, because I didn't really think about it until, I was like, oh, this is right when I got pregnant the last time. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. And baby dust to everyone. I hope some of you guys start getting positives, because that would be nice. Encouraging for us all. So, baby dust. Bye, girls. So I'm just throwing a copy of my chart in here. 15 DPO is actually cycle day 1, but I had already plotted my temperature before AF arrived. So I just took a picture of this so you could see it before my new chart starts. So you can see a 13-day follicular phase and a 14-day luteal phase. So that's pretty spot on for me, but I just thought I would throw this in here.